Hey everybody. Today I'm going to show you the 7 best deodorants for excessive sweating. Now, when I first tried to combat my excessive sweating, I really got nowhere. I'd walk into the local pharmacy and I'd just buy up every antiperspirant I could find off the rack, only to be disappointed with my results at home days later. And it was a painful cycle of trial and error, and I remember after the ninth or 10th brand of deodorant I tried, I really started to think there was just no product out there that could solve my sweating problem. Anyway, it took some time, but I'm here to tell you that there are products out there that work. And after much exploration and testing, this video will show you the 7 best deodorants for excessive sweating, giving you fast and effective results. These are going to make you dry within minutes. Now, after all my failures buying up the shelves at these local drugstores, I finally wised up and spoke candidly with my dermatologist about my excessive sweating woes. And by the way, if you don't have a dermatologist, get a dermatologist because it will just really speed up the process of curing your excessive sweating problem. So anyway, I went to my dermatologist, and at the time I was a little embarrassed about it. Needlessly, they've heard it all. But I told her about my excessive sweating, and she told me I suffered from a fairly common condition called hyperhidrosis, and it caused me to sweat uncontrollably from the hands, the armpits, the face, and feet, no matter what temperature I was exposed to. And the reason the average store brand deodorants weren't being effective was they didn't contain enough of the active sweat stopping ingredient, aluminum chloride. And this is pretty important for you to know. See, aluminum chloride is the active ingredient which blocks your pores from sweating profusely. And although there are numerous options for excessive sweating sufferers, the first one you should learn about is choosing the right deodorant. And here I'll be giving you the 7 best deodorants for excessive sweating that packed just enough punch to get my perspiration under control. And bear in mind, most of them can be applied to your hands and feet as well as your armpits to minimize the sweating. I also mentioned specific facial sweating deodorants as well, so listen up. The first one is Certain Dry. And this is the weakest of the 7 deodorants in this list here. However, it is a crucial first step. You don't want to just grab the strongest antiperspirant off the shelf when you're starting out, or you'll end up with irritated skin in no time, and that's just not pleasant. Certain Dry contains 12% aluminum chloride, and it's considered clinical strength. It's great, as a first step when escalating to a stronger solution, and you could pick this up at most drugstores. Just ask for it if you can't find it in the aisle. Drysol is the next step, and this is a prescription strength deodorant. It usually requires your dermatologist's approval, but there are online stores out there where you can get it without the inconvenient doctor's note requirement. And Drysol contains a whopping 20% aluminum chloride, and it stops working after just the first application, or usually after the first application. It may take a week or so to really feel the full effects. It's not like regular deodorant though. You only apply Drysol once a night before bedtime. You're going to apply a thin layer to wherever you sweat and just let it air dry. And the next morning during the day, you may not want to apply a regular deodorant because Drysol is really going to dry you up. It's really going to dry your skin up. If you apply an additional deodorant on top of it, irritation can occur. It's a roll-on topical deodorant. Next, I'm going to talk to you about Deodorite. Deodorite is a 100% safe and effective internal natural remedy for treating the underlying causes of body odor. And the formula has been specifically manufactured to improve the elimination of toxins from the body. It's made by a company called Natural Remedies. And it also promotes healthy liver function and it reduces excessive perspiration. It's not a regular topical like most deodorants. You take this orally, you ingest it, and it goes to work safely, regulating the toxins out of your body and decreasing your overall sweating. Next up are Maxim Facial Wipes, and these are just great. I really just discovered these about a year ago, so I was sort of late in the game finding these things. But these are facial wipes that have astringent chemicals in them, and they're really a facial sweating sufferer's best friend. Maxim wipes are convenient wipes that contain topical deodorant mild enough to apply to your face. You just wipe them all over your face, and the astringent goes to work. It blocks sweat pores and it solves your problem fast. I loved the results when using these things. Next up are secure wipes. Now, secure wipes, if Maxim wipes aren't doing the trick for you, then secure wipes are your best bet for facial sweating. They're the next level of escalation for facial sweating. And they come in degrees of strength with their medicine ranging from 1% to 4%. And there are two warnings though with secure wipes. First, if you choose too strong a formula, you're going to have redness, you may have a rash or even irritation on your face, so please watch out for that. You want to start out with maybe 2% medication. If Maxim wipes aren't working for you, then you probably want to start out with 2% using secure wipes and just scale up from there. And secondly, they're a bit more expensive than Maxim wipes. They are a little pricey. I'm not going to quote any prices here because different websites, list different prices. But they're a little more expensive than Maxim wipes. I will say that you get your money's worth because the results are really palpable. Next up is Drysol. Drysol is a fantastic topical deodorant. This is one strong beast of a deodorant. It really works. And although it contains the same level of aluminum chloride as Drysol, which is 20%, many people claim it dries them out where Drysol won't. And here's a very honest review for you. I've used this stuff, and I have to tell you the itching, soreness, and stinging, and sometimes the dry rash that you can get from using this stuff, it's just terrible. It's really unpleasant, and you really have to grit your teeth through the discomfort. But if you can do that, you will absolutely get results. I've heard from most people, if you look on hyperhidrosis forums, this is just the hot word on all the forums. Everyone's using this. They love the results. But again, it can be uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to sacrifice a little discomfort for the dry hands or dry armpits. And next is Odoban. And this is one of my favorites. I really saved the best for last here. Odoban is a less abrasive solution than Drysol or Drysol. Plus, you can apply it to your face in very small doses. You can't do that with Drysol or Drysol. Please don't even try it. Odoban is a topical. It comes in spray form, and that's also different than Drysol or Drysol. Drysol and Drysol come in a roll-on form. So, give it a shot. And somehow I found that this conditioned my body to stop sweating rather than kind of just shocking it into submission. It's a much more gentler solution. You'll need to use it though for at least a week to really feel optimal effects. And by the way, with Drysol and Drysol, just to set your expectations, you're going to probably need to use it for about a week before your body really starts reacting, I guess optimally, or if that's a word, I don't know, until it starts reacting, with the best results. And this is really just the tip of the iceberg here, guys. You need to check out the free sweat tactics video I posted on my site at www.prevent-sweating.com. It shows you how to stop hand, foot, face, and armpit sweating using natural treatments that actually condition your body not to sweat. So if you want to stop putting all these harsh chemicals on your body every single day, if you're getting irritation from it, you don't have to go through the fire. I mean, you can use these step-by-step remedies I've listed in this free sweat tactics video and really just be on your way to living a life without excessive sweating.